There was once a lonely dog named Max. He used to live with a young boy named Ethan, who loved him more than anything. They did everything together: morning walks, park runs, and lazy afternoons lying under the big oak tree. Max's world revolved around Ethan, but one day things changed. Ethan's family had to move to another city. The new house didn't allow pets. Ethan cried while hugging Max tightly, whispering, "I'll come back for you, I promise." Max didn't understand human words, but he understood love. He wagged his tail as Ethan left, not knowing that goodbye could last forever. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Max sat at the gate every single day, waiting. When he heard footsteps, his ears perked up. When he saw shadows, his tail wagged. But Ethan never returned. The neighbors fed him sometimes, but Max refused to leave the house. The gate became his world. Then, one chilly evening, something unexpected happened. A small stray cat, thin and trembling, sneaked into the yard. She began eating from Max's bowl. Max growled softly. He wasn't used to sharing, not anymore. But the cat didn't run. She just looked at him with tired eyes, as if to say, "I'm hungry too." Max turned away. He couldn't stay angry at her. She ate quickly and disappeared into the dark. The next morning, she came again. This time, Max didn't growl. He watched quietly. The cat, realizing he wouldn't hurt her, slowly walked closer. She meowed softly, a sound Max hadn't heard in months. It was comforting. Day after day, the little cat came back. She'd eat beside Max, curl up near his paws, and purr softly as she drifted to sleep. Max started waiting for her visits. His days no longer felt empty. He even began saving food from his bowl for her. Sometimes, when it rained, he'd nudge her into his small wooden shelter and lie beside her to keep her warm. The cat's name was Luna. That S what Ethan's mother used to call the moon. Max remembered that name from the stories Ethan told under the night sky. Maybe it was fate that the moon had come down to keep him company. Weeks passed. Luna and Max became inseparable. They played together, chased butterflies, and shared every meal. Max's tail wagged again. His eyes sparkled again. One morning, a car stopped outside the old house. Max barked the way he used to when Ethan came home from school. The door opened, and for a brief moment, Max's heart raced. But it wasn't Ethan. It was a kind woman who moved into the empty house. She saw the cat and dog sitting together, watching her with hope. She smiled and said, "You too look like you belong here." From that day, she fed them every morning, gave them a soft bed to sleep on, and called them her little family. But even then, every evening, Max would still glance toward the road, as if waiting for Ethan. Luna would gently brush against him, purring softly, as if to remind him, "You're not alone anymore." One evening, Max sat under the same oak tree where he and Ethan once played. Luna curled beside him, resting her head on his paw. The sunset painted the sky gold, and the breeze carried the smell of home. Max sighed deeply and closed his eyes. For the first time in years, he wasn't waiting anymore. He had found love again, not the same kind, but one just as real. Sometimes love returns in a different form. Sometimes it walks on silent paws and meows softly at your heart.